Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing well and fine. In the last video, we discussed one of the most important topics of the Python, which are the strings in Python. And so do we have now, that's the lists in Python, and is another one of the most important concepts. You will be seeing many questions regarding the list in your exams. In this video, we will be covering the same. And if you have any sort of doubt regarding all the videos, all the concepts, all the topics we have covered in the last videos or the lectures, you can drop out the comments. And I hope you will be understanding these concepts clearly because these are one of the most important. So, if you find this video a little bit helpful, you can do like and share the video. And let's get started with our today's main content. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing well and fine. In the last video, we discussed one of the most important topics of the Python, which are the strings in Python. And so do we have now, that's the lists in Python, and is another one of the most important concepts. You will be seeing many questions regarding the list in your exams. In this video, we will be covering the same. And if you have any sort of doubt regarding all the videos, all the concepts, all the topics we have covered in the last videos or the lectures, you can drop out the comments. And I hope you will be understanding these concepts clearly because these are one of the most important. So if you find this video a little bit helpful, you can do like and share the video. And let's get started with our today's main content. Starting with our today's topic, which is the list. What are the lists at the first place? Lists are a ordered sequence of characters or the collection of values which are enclosed within a square brackets like this. Fruits is the name of the list, and the elements here, all these values, and these are enclosed within the square brackets. These are what considered as a list. And lists are a ordered sequence of characters or values, which means you can access all these elements with the help of their index values, like their positions are already fixed. And these are also the these are the mutable data types. That means once these are created, you can also change their values after that. Like if I want to change the value of apple and I want here to be the grapes and apple at the end, you can do that. That's possible, unlikely of the strings. So again, index of all the list or all the characters or all the sequences, I would say, these always starts from 0 in the forward indexing, and in the backward in the backward indexing it starts with -1. So backward indexing is also known as negative indexing, and the forward one is also known as positive indexing. The second point is these can hold the mixed data types. That is, the lists are heterogeneous data type. They can contain a character or a number like integer or a boolean or the float value or the complex numbers as well. And again, the negative index, it counts from the end. So we will see how we can create the list and some other operations that we can like other ways from the we can create the list. So starting with our first creating the list, apple, banana, and grapes. Now we print list 1 and our list is created. You can also create an empty list like the same way you created the empty strings in the last video. See, we didn't give any value to the list 2, so it is an empty list here. And if you want to change the values, you can also do that, like in the list 1. No, in the list 2 I will add the elements of the list 1. list 2 is equals to list 1 index 0, and I will print this. Here. Now in the list 2 we have apple, which means a list 2 is now having a value. We can also modify the elements in our list. Like if I want to change the first element, that is the apple, in list 1, first element that is 0 index, and I want it to be grapes, and I will change the grapes to apples. And last one, we can assess this using the negative index, that is -1 equals to apple. And now I will print this list. Here in my original list it's apple at the first and grapes at the last, and now we have grapes at the first and apple at the last. So strings, unlike the strings, lists are more mutable data types. You can update these after creating it once. You can perform updation operations, deletion operations on the list, but not on the string. So now you have seen the most basic way to create a list, but other than that we can also create the list using the list method. Like in the list 3, if you want to create an empty list, you can use the list method like this and print list 3. We will run this code. Here an empty list is created. If we want to give some value to that list, you can also add some values. Python and execute. Here in my list 3, this value is already inserted. You can give any of the sequences here and it will be converted to a list. Like you can also write the string like strl and any character inside that. Hello Python, I am writing, and now I will just write the strl, and the characters inside this, it will be they will be inserted in our list 3. So here hello Python, but all the characters are considered as a single element in the list. You can also take the user input to write a list, to create a list, like L1 list input, enter value and print L1. Comment these out and we'll run this code. Hello world. See, in my L1 list L1, these are the elements which we entered using the input statement. So I hope this much is clear to you, how you can create a list. Multiple ways, with the multiple ways you can create a list as well. And you can also give elements like the character, not the character, the numeric values as well as the values of the list, like list 90 78 print L2, and we'll print this. Okay, not the 2 elements, you cannot give the 2 elements. Okay, it's my bad, sorry. In the list function you cannot like give directly an integer. You can give any sequence like strings or tuples or another list to a list, and that list will be considered as a part of this list. You cannot directly just give any element like that. Okay, so now another methods also. You can create a list using the input statement, using the list function, and the basic one using the square brackets only. So I hope this much is clear to you. Now we will move forward to the assessing and slicing of lists, like the same way we did in the strings as well. You can assess the elements of the string using the slicing method, and assessing you can assess the elements using their index values. We will do the slicing one again with the list. Now I will print one by one. We will see the working of all these sublist. Now we will see the working of these. So again, when you don't specify the starting or end point, our Python interpreter considers it to be the default one, that is starting from 0 to the last index, that is the length of the string, length of the list, I'm sorry. Then second we have starting from 1 then till 3, that is 1, 2, and 3 we don't have, and if there would be, it won't consider the 3 because it excludes the upper limit. So here we have banana and grapes as the output. Then we have list -1, and as I told you in the last video, here these are the start point and stop point and the step. That means if I have given -1 as my step, that means it will start from 0 and then it will go to -1, that is the default starting value is at 0, then -1, that means at the grapes, then again -1 at banana, and -1 at apple. That means it reverses the list. If you want to get a reverse of a list, you can do this using slicing by writing step as -1, and our reversed list is given as our output. So I hope this much is clear, and now we will move forward performing some updating operations on the list. You can add any another element at the end of an existing list, or you can delete the element from the list using these functions, so which shows the list are mutable data types. There are many other functions or operations you can perform. We will discuss them one by one. You can perform the same 5 operations which we performed in the strings in the list as well, which are the concatenation and repetition. Here this concatenation, repetition, membership, indexing, and slicing in the list as well. We will see all of these one by one practically as well. You can add the elements of the two lists and into a third list, and you can get the replication of a same list multiple times you want. You can check whether a particular value is present in a list or not. And indexing, you can assess the elements or values using their index values, and you can get the sublists using the slicing, like we saw these two. And now we will move forward and we will see the concatenation, repetition, and membership also. I'll get another list. 1 2 3 4, list 3 5 6 7 8, and we will perform concatenation on this list. List 2 plus list 3, and now we will print this list. We will execute this code, and here the elements from the list 1 are 1 2 3 4, and then elements from list second, another list, that is 5 6 7 8, are all combined in a single list, that is the list 4. So this is how you can perform the concatenations on the list. And then we have the membership testing. Print 4 in list 4. Print 10 in list 4, and we'll execute this again and see. Here 4 was present in our list, that is 1 2 3 4, 4 is present, and again but the 10 is not there, so it returned me a false. So this is how membership operations works. And lastly we have the repetition. You can print how many copies you want of a particular list using this abstract and any number of replications you want. See here, till 8 one time, then again second time, third, and 4 times. 4 times you have repeated the same list. So I hope this much is clear. We will move forward now. Another operation you can perform on a list are the comparison operator. I forgot to write that there. You can compare between the two lists. Print list 2 is greater than list 3, and print list 2 is not equals to list 3. And how these operation works, it will sequence by sequence, it will check the characters in our list. First here we have 1 and here we have 5, so 1 is smaller than 5, so here in this output it will be our false, and the second one it will be true because these two lists are not identical. So we will see the output. Here again we have false, list 2 is not greater than the list 3, and these both are not equal, which is a true. We can also perform aliasing on the list, that is you can give a name of our list to another list as a temporary list, like subjects equals to Python C++ Java. And now if I will write another list like a temp list, and I will give the name it as subjects, and if now I will be assessing the elements from the temp list, it will give me the same elements or the values from our subject list. Like the 0, it will give me Python, or you can also assess the complete list. We will see the output here. Now in the temp list we have all the elements of our subjects list, and you can also see them by using the indexing and slicing. Here in the temp list it's the same as the subjects list. This is not possible. We cannot perform this in strings because strings are immutable data type. You cannot further modify it, but unlikely there's the list which we can modify if we want as per our requirements. So this is it. I hope this much is understandable to you. Now moving forward to we will see now some built-in functions which are common in list, and the two are already written here, which are the append function. That is, it helps you add any single element or a sequence at the end of an existing list, and a remove function, that is, it helps you remove a particular element from the list. But other than that, there are several other elements which you can other built-in functions which you can use or perform any kind of operations using in a list, which we will see one by one now. So here are some built-in functions of the list which we will be discussing one by one. As I already told you about the append function, it helps you add a single element at the end of the list. Another is insert. It allows you to insert a particular element at a particular index you want to insert. Extend function helps you extend the list. If you give the argument as in another list, unlike of the append function, it will extend the list by adding all the elements by one. Unlike in the append function, if you give a list in the argument, it will enter a list in the existing list, and extend will not insert the list, but it will give the elements, and like it will increase the elements by extend function will not add the list, it will just extend the existing list. And the index function, it will return you the index of a particular element. If the element is not present in the list, it will return you an error. Then we have the remove function. If you want to remove a particular element from the existing list, you can use this function. Then we have sort function. It is applicable to the list which is containing the numeric data types, that is integer or a float data type only. Then you can use a sort function. It helps you arrange the list in an ascending order, or if you want in the descending, you have to specify it manually, but the default setting we have for the sort function is in the ascending order. Then we have the reverse function. It helps you reverse the existing list. So now we will see these functions practically. We will see these functions. List2 dot extend list3. Now you will see the difference here. Okay, so we directly cannot print these functions like this. You have to give the output of these built-in functions to another list, and we will print those two lists. And now we will execute the function again. We will print the appended list and the extended list now. And here, this is the difference. In the append function, the list3 is like added as a complete list in the list2, and now our list2 is updated, that is, it's modified now. So our new list2 is this one, and in this list now we will extend the list3 again, and the list3 single elements are inserted in the list2. So this is how there's the difference between the append and extend function. I hope this much is clear. I'm sorry for the mistake by my side. Maybe it would be a bit confusing to you as well. I'm sorry for the same. And now we will move towards the another functions. Now the next built-in function we have is the insert function, and you can insert the new element in the existing list using the insert function. I want 9 to be the new element, So here 9 value we want at -1 index, and we will print list 3. Execute this code, and here okay, strong, this is the index value and this is the element. Yeah, so at the last of the list 3 here our new element is inserted, and the element before that it is shifted to the right side. This is how you can insert the new elements in a list. Then we have the reverse function, list 3 dot reverse, and we will print the list 3. We will comment these out, and see the elements at the last, it is at the start, and then like it's the reverse of the original list. Then we have the sort dot sort, and we'll print it again. Comment it out, we'll print and see. We already had this list in a sorted format. I will now add the random digits here. We'll execute it again and see. Again our list is now sorted. If you want to print the reverse, you can do it like reverse is true, and we'll print the list 3 and see the greatest the largest value is at the first and then the smallest at the last. So I hope this is clear, and there are other methods you can use in strings, which are the built-in functions as well. There's another one operation I forgot to tell you. It's the copy of the perform the copying operation on the list. Like so it is somehow same as the aliasing. Like we already created a list and we gave it to a temporary another list, and now if we perform any sort of operation on that temporary list, and the function on temporary list will correspond to the same function or the changes in our original list. So that operation is known as copying, and I will show it to you again. Fruits equals to banana, apple, and now I'll create a temporary file and will store the fruits in that file, and I'll do the modifications on the temporary list, and then we will print the fruits list. Temp dot insert grapes at second, and now we will print fruits. We will comment this one out. Wait. So this is how it works. At the second index we printed the grapes, so our final fruits list is updated, that is banana, apple and grapes. Like at the first place, if we print this list, print fruits, there will be only 2 elements in our original list, but when we modified our temporary list, there's the change in our original list as well. So this operation is known as copying. That means you can make the change in a temporary list, and those changes will also be visible in our original list. Now, as you know, the lists are mutable data types. We can perform the updating operations on it. So I will show you some basic updating operations you can perform, how you can perform the updation on the string, on the list, I'm sorry. You can update or delete any element in a list because of its mutable data type, and I already showed you this. You can change the elements in a list, it's the same. I will show you this again. You can update like the fruits and add the second index. If I will add papaya and I will print the fruits. Wait. You cannot do the updation operation on the index which are not available in the string on the list, I'm sorry again. So let's let it be at the first index, like at the place of apple. Now at the place of apple we have papaya. So this is how you can update the list. Or there are some functions like the len function you can use to calculate the length of a list. Like I'll show you length of fruits. It will return you the length of the fruits. It's 2 because it have 2 elements, 1 and 2. It will not count it like 1, 2, like the elements or the character in this complete string. It will directly just add the number of elements and it will return you the length of the list. Then we have the clear function. It will help you clear a particular list. With the help of the clear function, you can completely clear the elements from the list. See, now in our fruit list there is nothing but it's just an empty list. You can delete all the elements at once using this clear function, or you can perform other deletion operations also. Now again we have our same list, and you can perform the deletion operation like a pop operation. Like in the fruits list, I want to remove the banana from the list. I will give the index 0 for the banana, and here I'll print our list and see banana from our list is deleted, and now I have papaya only in our list. Pop function also returns you the deleted element from the list. It's banana. Pop. Okay. If you will print the output of this pop function, it will return you the deleted element. See, here banana is deleted, so it has returned me banana. You can use the remove function as I already showed you. Did I? Okay, I didn't. Okay, I'll show you. Print, no print. Fruits dot remove papaya. It's capital P. And now I'll print my list again, and it will give me an empty list. See, because both of the elements present in my list are now deleted. You can also use del function to delete your list. I will show you that also. I'll show you how del function works. Del fruits and I want to remove banana. I'll print fruits. You need to give the index of the element which you want to delete. Here from my list, the banana is deleted. If you don't specify the index, it will delete the complete list. Here now, since we didn't specify any index value, our complete list is now deleted. So if you will print this list, it will give you the error, the list fruits, it is not defined. Why? Because now it has already deleted by our del operation. If I'll comment this out, and then we will print our fruits again, and see, we have only papaya left in our list. But if you perform the del operation on the complete list, our whole list will be deleted. I hope this is clear. Now, as we have seen the updation and deletion operations you can perform and how you can perform on the list, you can also similarly perform the searching operation on the list as well using the index function, and we will see that also practically in our fruits list. Fruits dot index, then banana, and it will return me. Okay, I'll print this. I'm sorry. Print. It will return me the index of banana. See, in the fruits list, the index of banana is 0 here, so it has returned me the index of banana. But if I will try to access any element which is not present in our list, like apple, it's present, pineapple, it will return me a value error. That means this value is not present in our list. So this is how you can perform the searching operations in the list, and I hope this much is clear to you, because these are the basic building points of our programming, the programming in Python, and these serve as a base in the advanced Python as well. So I hope this much is understandable to you. And now we will see some other functions, like you can also check the maximum or the minimum value you have in any list using the max and min function. I will show you that as well. So now we will see the implementation of the max and minimum function in our list. You can just type max list 2, and we will print this. And execute. And here in our list, the maximum value is 4. If you want to calculate the minimum value, you can just write min in the list 2, and here 1 is our minimum value, so 1 is printed, and 4 was our maximum value. I hope these two are the common or basic functions in the list, and you won't be using these two functions very much, but yeah, the one we studied, the append, extend, these are one of the most important functions in the list. So I hope this all is clear to you. Now moving forward to the very last topic of our today's discussion, which is the types of a list. It is a very small topic, not much big, because you already know the two types, which are the empty list. That means it doesn't contain a single character or any value inside it, it's just a blank space. Then we have the long list, the normal ones, in which we insert some kind of elements like this one. And lastly we have this one, the nested list, which means the list inside any another list. So we will see the examples of this. You can create a list, and you can also create a list inside that. I think I have showed you this before also. Now I will create this a list, and I will print this. I'll print the list too, and see there is a list inside our list too. So this is now a nested list. See, if you want to access the elements of this list, you can also access the elements using the same indexing and slicing methods. Like, first of all, the index of this complete list. What is the index of that list? 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 4 is the index of the list, and if you want to access the first element of that list, you can write 0, and now we will have the output as 1 from the inner list. You can also change the output input here 7, and now we will get the 7. See, this is how you can access the elements of the nested list, and you can perform the slicing on these lists. You can also create a nested list using the append function. Like in the list 3, I will append the list 2, and now I will print our list 3. There will be an appended list. See here, in the list 3 we have 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the first this list, and then inside this list we also have this another list. So this is how you can also perform the also create the nested list. And if you want to access this element like 7, you can again do the same, the multiple slicing or the multiple indexing, like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and at the fifth 1, 2, 3, fourth. So at the fourth position we have our this list. So inside that list we want to access the value or the element. Now inside this list we want to access the element of this list. So again 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So at the fourth value, we want to access the second element of this list. So you can either write 1 or the -1, both will indicate towards the same thing. I will be writing 1, and now our 2 will be printed. See, this is how it works. And same if you want to access a single element, like from this list, like if you want to access this n from the list, you can also perform the same multiple indexing to get a single element from the string in. So now we will be recalling whatever we have discussed so far. First, we started with the list. What are the list? Lists are the collection of elements or a sequence of ordered elements. Uh, they are surrounded by a square brackets and are of mutable data types. That means you can further amend those elements inside the list. Then we studied like how you can create the list. There were three ways we studied. First one, the basic way. You can give the elements, write the elements inside the square brackets, and you can create the list. Second, you can create the list from the another sequence, like from the string. You can create the list using the list function. And third, you can take the user inputs and you can create the list using the same. Then we studied the operations, the five operations, the major five operations you can perform on the list, which were the concatenation. You can add the elements, or you can create a third list and add the elements of the two existing list, and you can enter those elements in the third list. So using the plus operator, you can perform the concatenation. Then second, we studied the repetition operation. That means you can create the multiple copies of the same elements inside a list without creating the multiple list. You can just have a single list element multiple times in the same list. And third, we have membership operation. That means you can check whether a particular element or character and number, whether it is present in our list or not, using the in and not in keywords, which are used as a membership testing. And fourth, we studied about the indexing. That means you can assess a particular value or a character using their index position from the specified position, a particular unique position every element in a list have, which are their indexes. You can assess fifthly the sublist using the slicing operation. If you want a particular part of a list, you don't want the complete list for your operation, you can directly just get a particular part and perform the operation on that sublist. Then, other than these five operations, you can also perform some other operations like aliasing. You can create a list and then you can store all the elements of that list in a temporary other list. And if you make any changes in the temporary list, those changes will be shown to your original list as well. This is also known as a copying operation, and this copy you create by creating the direct reference. This copy is known as the deep copy. There is also a concept of shallow copy as well. Like if you make any change in a temporary file or temporary list, that will be limited to the temporary list only. Your original list will not get updated. And but yeah, we didn't study about that. That's not in our basics. So that's it for the aliasing. Then we studied about the comparison of the list. Like you can check the elements, check the list by their single elements by elements. You can perform the comparison in the list. And then we studied about the several functions, the built-in functions you can use in the list, which were so the first built-in function we discussed was the append function. In using that function, you can add a particular sequence or a number of sequence at the end of the existing list. And secondly, we studied the extend function. In extend function, you cannot like create a nested list. You can just extend whatever the list we have by adding the elements at the end of the list. Then we studied about the insert function. That was you can insert a particular value or an element at an index which wherever you want to insert the value. Then we studied the index function. Using the same, you can get the index of the character or the value you want to get the index of. Then we had the remove operation or remove function. I'm sorry. You can delete or you can remove a particular element from the list whichever element you want to delete, just write the name of the element, and using the remove function, it will get removed from your list. Then we studied the sort function. If you want to arrange your list in an ascending order or in the descending order, you can use the sort function. By default, if you don't specify in which order you want to that sort the list, the default one is the ascending order, but you can also perform the descending operation manually. You can specify. Then we studied the reverse operation, reverse function, your list which will get reversed using the reverse function. The element at the last index, it will come to the first, and yeah, there will be the left shifting of the elements. Then we studied the updating of the list. Like you can change the value at a particular index by performing the updating operations, which is a plus point of using a list, because list is the basic, or is one of the only function, only sequence, I would say, that allows you to perform the modifications on it. So yeah, then we studied the updating of the list. Then some other functions we studied, the clear function. It helps you clear the complete list. Then we studied the length function. It helps you give give the length of the complete list or a sequence. It counts the number of elements which are present in the sequence. Then we studied the deletion operations, which included the use of pop function. Pop function deletes a particular element from the given index, and it will return you the deleted element as well. And if you don't specify which index element you want to delete, it by default will delete the element at the last index by itself and will give you the deleted element. If you print the pop function, it will give you the deleted element. Then we studied the del function. In del function, you need to specify the index and it will delete the element from that index. But if you don't specify any index, you just write del and the name of the list, your complete list will get deleted permanently. Then we studied some other functions like the min and max function. If you want to get the minimum value from your list, you can make the use of min function. And then if you want to get the maximum highest number from the list, you can use the max function. And these functions are also applicable if you are using a character list like a capital A or small a. You can perform the min and max function on the basis of the ASCII values. Since we discussed it yesterday in the last video also, the strings, or in the strings we discussed the ASCII values, which are the unique values which are given to any character. So with the help of the same, we can perform the min and max operation on those lists, and yeah, we can perform this function. And then lastly, we studied the types of list, which were, first was the empty list. You can just directly create by using the list function. You don't have to give any parameter or argument to that. And you can also create by using just the square brackets. Don't need to write anything inside. That's your empty list. Second was the long list, which we use normally. The normal list we have with our elements, and list are of heterogeneous type. You can in a single list, you can have the integer, you can have the float or strings or any data type you want to insert in the list as per your requirements. Then lastly, we studied the nested list, and that means a list inside any another list. And if you want to access any element of the nested list, you can also access them by using the multiple indexing. And those nested lists, if you are using, you can have multiple nested lists inside a list. And these are also useful for the matrix applications like you study in the mathematics. So you can perform all those kind of operations also in programming using Python list. And you can create the nested list by using the append function as well. we discussed, and I even showed you this. So that was all for the video, for the today's discussion. So that was all. And if you have any doubt, we can have it in the comment section. I will try to clarify. So uh, that was all from the last video also. And for the next video, we will be covering the topics related to the tuples, sets, and dictionaries. These are another sequence in the Python and are very important again. So till then, keep practicing, and if you have any doubt, do ask. And that was all. If you find this video a bit helpful, do like and share. That was all. So thanks, and see you in the next video, guys.